crying little.
Yoga!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Daniel, and today we're going to talk about the wheels for the E46 BMW chassis. Before we go ahead and start the video, once again, this is based on my experience and my opinion alone. Please do additional research on your end. It is no surprise that the E46 platform is one of the most popular chassis to get into due to the fact that it is very affordable and there are a lot of mods out there for you to purchase. When it comes to wheels for the E46, right off the bat, there's a lot of different wheel types out there that comes in different shapes and sizes. With that in mind, the recommended fitment of wheels for this car is having a diameter of 16 to 20 inches, the width of 7 to 9 inches, and offset of plus 20 to plus 43. And of course, the bolt pattern is going to be 5x120. So let's start off with what I have on my car. Currently, I am running a square setup of SSR type CRS. Bolt pattern used to be 5x100 and this was re-drilled to be 5x120. Now the diameter of this wheel is 18 inches with a width of 9.5 and has an offset of 35. Now what does the offset of a wheel mean? Offset refers to how your car's wheels and tires are mounted and sit in the wheel wells. If we take a look at the diagram as shown on the screen, we will see the positive, 0, and negative offset. Right off the factory, standard wheels for the BMW usually have an offset of plus 50 for the rear or plus 41 for the front. Now this is what is called a staggered OEM setup. The tires that I have on the SSR are the Firestone tires with a spec of 235/40/18. Now, in order to run my setup, you will need to roll your fenders and slightly stretch your tires. A little backstory, I decided to go with this setup because it gives me the aggressive look without buying camber arms. I was looking at a more aggressive offset before in the plus 22 range, but that required a lot of camber and it would ultimately defeat the purpose of having a daily / track car. Since I am running a square setup, meaning all 4 wheels having the same spec, this allows me to produce a better front end grip when cornering, and it can also positively influence high speed stability. Especially if your E46 is used in a performance context, you have the ability to flip the front for the rear and vice versa based on your wear rates. This is a major practical economic advantage, and most importantly, it doesn't rub the fenders. Of course, there are many reasons why I went with this look. One of the main reasons is it clears my big brake kit without the need of any spacers being installed. Second, this wheel only weighs about 17 pounds and that is very light for track use. And last but not least, the unique look that this JDM wheel adds to my car is a driving factor in its own. Prior to this setup, my old setup was the OEM BMW Performance Rim Style 269. The specs for this setup was 18x8 ET47 in the front and 18x8.5 ET50 for the rear. Back then, I only had the front big brake kit and I had to install a 10mm spacer for the brakes to clear. This was a very good pure setup, and in my mind, I wanted something more aggressive and more unique. One setup that I had in mind for the longest time was running 18x9.5 ET22 square, and this was a very aggressive setup for my car, and the only reason why I wanted to run this was due to the fact that a set of Volk TE37s caught my attention. Hopefully this video sheds a little bit of light on what kind of wheel setup you should go for on your BMW E46. And if you still have any questions, please leave it down below and I will try my best to answer to the best of my ability. Let me know what kind of content you want to see next. I have a lot to share for my BMW E46, and maybe one day I will push out a video to share about my personal life. Once again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But until then, see you next time.